Hi, chat.
Green light. Go, go, go.
We are here for the race, as you guys can see. I am personally very excited. Let me show you guys the screen. I wasn't there for the race on Thursday, unfortunately, but I am back today, as you guys can tell by me being here. And I'm trying to see how I can set up this in a way that I can still read chats, but also I think I just found out how. Wow, I'm a genius, dude. Detach. Oh my god. Oh, and if I... Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I can just, like, have it here and have this guy right here. Okay, and we joined right on time, actually, because quali is about to end. So, that's great. Or sorry, quali is about to start. So that's pretty great. We have a lot of the faces we saw last week and some new faces, such as C-. That's definitely one of the grades I've had before. We have J Cannon, who I'm pretty sure is new. I don't recognize the name from last week.
Green light, green light.
And
Go, go, go.
quali is underway for the race today. As you guys can see, we're at Watkins, Glen. This is actually one of the tracks which I have very little experience in. Maybe my track with the least amount of experience in, which is a shame because I love Watkins. We do have a 24 coming up though. 24 of Watkins coming up later this year, so that's pretty cool. Which is going to be streamed in Odyssey. So make sure you guys are around for that. I don't think I'll be there commentating the whole time, but you'll see a few familiar faces definitely, like Richard, and I'm sure I'll hop in from time to time as well to, check on how everything is going. With that being said, I am going to grab my water while we're still in quali, and we're going to watch Vasilev, who was your pole sitter last race in the Sprite Lambo. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. As I was saying, we have the qualifying here going on, and you guys can see that Vasilev is already out with a very good start. Matter of fact, he is going purple right now, so that's very interesting by the previous pole sitter, not previous race winner. If you guys remember, I'll talk more about it during the race, but last race he took tires, tried to do what Locklear did, on the Americas race, and it did not work for him. And as it turns out, the race winner was this man right here, Misarov, who is now in who is still in the Porsche. I don't know why I said who is now. Anyways, let's take a look here at switch the HUD. I forgot to switch to broadcasting HUD. And we got times. Okay, there we go. So yeah, right now Vasilev going purple No one doing anything to beat his time, so let's see what he can do in the Lamborghini. He is off to a very solid start. Let's go on board with him. Passenger, there we go. Through the final corner already, so not much to see here. As he goes around the final corner to set a 1:44.6. Now, I have no idea if that's a good lap time or not. We're gonna have to find out as people go around. So, I figure why the hell not we go on board with his title rival right now. Komisarov, let's go on board. Let's hear the engine, the sound of the Porsche. A little bit of hesitation there on throttle by Komisarov. And well, let's see if that's going to cost him. Downshifting in the Porsche. Back on the gas. Going up the hill. This corner right here, the exit is very crucial. Using all of the track. Maybe he could have gotten another throttle a little bit earlier there. I don't know. I'm not one to judge. And then final corner coming up right here. Let's see what kind of lap time it's going to be by Komisarov in the Porsche. Can he do anything about Vasilev's pole time right now? Provisional pole time. No. Second place for Komisarov right now in a Porsche. So the trend has repeated from last week. And yeah, we'll see how this turns out. So far, no one is threatening Vasilev's time, which, by the way, he is improving right now. He is up by around 4 tenths now. Nearly half a second going into the final corner in the Lambo. Yeah, he has kept it together to improve by 4 tenths, did Vasilev, so that's pretty darn impressive. And yeah, I was looking at the Team Liquid game, sorry about that. Team Liquid is playing in R6 right now. Cannon, who is 2 seconds off, is improving massively right now. And apologies for the livery not showing. I did hit sync just before opening the game, but I guess this is just a livery that wasn't uploaded, or maybe it wasn't uploaded improperly. So make sure you guys upload your liveries properly, because you know it looks a little bit weird when you know it's not proper. Anyways, doesn't matter. Komisarov is up massively though right now in a Porsche. I wanted to get some on-board shots of the chicane, so we're gonna stick around with Komisarov real quick, just so that you guys can see that run up. And hell, he might go for another lap. So let's go for one whole on-board lap with Komisarov in the Porsche, and let's see if he can do anything about Vasilev's pole time right now. He's looking unbeatable in quali, but we'll see. Anyways, enjoy. Alright, I'm not going to leave you guys alone for too long, so yeah. But right now, Komisarov in this lap, he's barely breaking even, so Vasilev looks like he's just running away with the pole. And matter of fact, he just exited the pits, probably new fresh tires, or sorry, new set of tires. You know, refueled that car and gets it up and running and ready Ooh, a little bit of hesitation there, maybe by the Porsche, but he's still up by a tenth, which is a very good improvement. You know, you'll take any tenth you can get, and now the gap between the top two is down to 0.2 seconds. Let's go on board with Dean Solomon. Oh, he's not driving, but he did load up the correct delivery this time, so good job, Dean. Oh, Baffa from last week is in 4th now. He did pretty good last race from what I can remember. And we're missing the guy in the Aston, the British guy. There was a British guy in an Aston. I enjoyed following his race. Not here today. I'll tell you who is here today though, and that is Mr. Chris Price, number 21 in the Porsche, fellow number 21 aficionado. And you see he's in the Team Schumi skins, so it's either a company that really likes Schumacher, or he himself really likes Schumacher. And yeah, we can see here that, well, Team Schumi skins, I bet they'll be happy with sponsoring Chris Rise. Very solid driver. As I was saying, has recently ranked up from silver last season. He won pretty much every championship in silver, and he finally got that call up to pro, and here he is. He's been doing very solid. I don't know how he did in the Americas race in Watkins, but the Porsche looks like a formidable car here. As we see Chris Rise go around the final corner to set a 1:45.9, only good enough for P9, so not that great. But hey, you do what you can do, right? Vasilev is up by nearly a tenth in the Lambo, going through the chicane there, and yeah, not much to really commentate on. Ugh. I promise I won't yawn as many times as I did last race. I gotta keep myself fresh. As we see Vasilev going up the long uphill right, tapping the brakes everywhere there, which I don't know. That brake input looked a bit weird, but who am I to judge, right? As we see him going down the hill now, taking absolutely everything he can from the track, and yeah, just going right, and then going left. I don't know what to talk about, guys. It's a bit, you know, calm right now, which, I mean, that is expected. It's quality. Oh, hang on, we're seeing a tenth of improvement by Mr. Komisarov, and I just jinxed him because he just lost that tenth. Maybe he'll get it back on the exit. Yes, he does. He gets a 10th back on the exit. Let's go passenger with him. The long left downhill. You want to get on throttle as early as you can. Not too early, though, not to invalidate your lap, which it looks like he hesitated because he just lost 1.5 tenths there on that corner. So that's got to hurt for him as he goes negative now, not even breaking even this lap. And Vasilev has improved, so the gap is now up to 3 tenths. Will anyone be able to match Vasilev's qualifying pace? Thank you, Incos Peter. This is ACC, and this is the European race in Watkins, Glen. So we have 2 leagues. We have the European League and the American League. We also have the Endurance Championship, but that happens only once a month. Which the next round of the Endurance Championship will be on the 30th, so in 20 days. And we have races every Thursday. Well, we have streamed races every Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Or sorry, Sunday, which is today. That's yeah, it's cool. We have a lot of activity here in the league, and if you want to join us, the link is down in the description below to join our Discord and get involved in some good racing, meet some like-minded people, and just hang out. So yeah, welcome in, Coach Peter, and thank you for the message. As I was saying though, Vasilev right now is improving by a further 2 tenths, so he will break into the 43s here. Oh, but there's a mistake there in his lap. I did not shave my head, Chris. I did not shave my head, but if you set pole position, I will. If Chris Rise gets pole position, I will shave my head. Oh, Vasilev puts it in the wall there. That's gonna cost him. Thank you, Inko. Welcome to the stream, and yeah, good luck to the drivers. Vasilev has touched the wall there, so there's going to be a little bit of damage in the Lamborghini, but it looks like he's not too bothered by it. He will keep driving. Vasilev in the Lamborghini. Guess you're safe. Probably, hopefully. Blasting up the hill here. Heading into the chicane, the car will be at speeds of probably 260 kilometers an hour, maybe 270. And braking, downshifting 3 times there on the Apex car, bouncing all over the track there. That's what it does. That chicane is a bit tricky to ride. And yeah, you can see Vasilev just working that Lambo. And this is something magical he's producing right here, guys, because he is 2/10 up right now with a little bit of damage. Of course, I don't think the damage will hinder him too much, but we have ticked down now to the final minute of qualifying, and Vasilev is 0.2 seconds up. So very good improvement we're seeing here by the driver of the Sprite 1995 car. He's producing something really special right now. Really special, actually. 3/10 up, pushing the car to the limit. As you can see, going up the hill, braking, gets the car turned in nicely. Maybe car hesitated a little bit there, but he's still up by a lot, guys. It's almost 4/10 up now by Vasilev. He's going to produce something beautiful here. 20 seconds left on the clock. Vasilev with the damaged Lamborghini gets the car turned in very nicely for the final corner. Does he touch the wall? No, he does not. Carries everything. Played it a bit safe, though, on the final corner. It's going to be a 2/10 improvement by Vasilev, who dips into the 43s, and he's the only car in the 43s right now. Can the Porsche of Komisarov do anything? Anything at all? Time is over. This is his final lap. This will be his final chance to improve. And I just went on replay on accident. Didn't mean to do that. God damn it. Oh no. I just went back by 15 seconds. Anyways, well, it's fine. We'll just keep watching. He is not up anyways, so I guess that this is your qualifying order. And in case you're wondering, we have Vasilev on pole, Komisarov in P2, Dean Solomon in P3, Trevor Boffa in P4, Perez, your previous silver pole sitter, is pole sitter again, but last race started from the pits, had a disaster race, Perez, so good to see him replicate his pole position from last race, and let's hope he can actually maintain it this time. As Chris Rice posts a alien emoji in chat. Anyways, Bonui Charles in P6, Zappy in P7, C-, please fix your name, in P8, Chris Rice in P9, Tamaz in P10, Jay Cannon in P11, Vilgalis, who was fighting for the win last time round, in P12, Nightshade in P13, Dunn in P14, Dunn again, so I guess we have the Dunn brothers here in the McLaren and in the McLaren and the BMW in P14 and P15, so they're right against each other. We'll watch that battle definitely. And we have Bliff or Blythe in P16 rounding up the grid. And we have race control telling us to good luck, have fun, and take it easy on lap 1, everyone. Which, true. Anyways, we'll be back with you shortly for the race start. I'll just leave you guys with the cars on screen. Alright, my bad. Alright. I'm back for reals now. And as you guys can see, the lights are about to go off for the formation lap. I tricked you into thinking I was gonna say the lights are gonna go off, but no, they're gonna go off into the formation lap. We're not gonna start racing just yet. They're gonna do one full formation lap, and it's gonna be a rolling start for those of you who are not acquainted with the ACC race starting style. So that's pretty poggers, pretty based, if you will. And you will never hear me say those words ever again. Anyways, Vasiliev has replicated his pole position. Will he be able to convert it into a win this time? Well, if he maintains his massive pace advantage, then the answer is probably yes. Why? You guys saw that, right? That was pretty bugged, but it's not bugged anymore now, so that's good. So yeah, we have two main cars to watch here in this formation lap. Vasiliev, who is the pole sitter, and Perez, who is the silver pole sitter. And they have one Bonnery Charles between the P2 and, well, P1 of silver, so they're gonna have that to their advantage as we see the cars going up the grid. And guys, I don't know if you guys are watching the stream, but I don't know if you guys know, but swerving in a GT3 car is not gonna help you much, really. You're probably gonna scrub your tires, actually. Just saying. Was being the friendly neighborhood caster. No. Okay. Well, yeah, they can do whatever they want to do, you know what? It's not against the rules. I'm just trying to help. I think Komisarov knows, because Komisarov is completely stood, just riding the brakes, which is the best way to, you know, warm up your tires. Just ride the brakes, keep them at 700 throughout your entire formation lap, and that's how you get your tires properly prepped for the race. Swerving is not gonna help you. Definitely not gonna help you in the GC3s. In F1 it makes sense, but here, not so much. But hey, each to their own. I mean, P1 is doing something which is not good for the tires, and P2 isn't, so that's always good for the spectacle, so I'm not gonna complain too much. I don't know if Perez was swerving, but we can see Zappi and Chris Rice swerving. Kill the tunes during the driving sessions. Wait. Yeah, okay. I'll do that. And I appreciate that, Chris. Or sorry, Richard. I'm tripping. Sorry, today's a trippy day for me. I killed the tunes. As we see the drivers. Oh, wait! I just remembered. I should enable the map. Now's the best time to do that, actually, while we're not racing. I always forget to do that. That's because I have the ACC drive map. Oh no, I need to make it full map. My bad. Circuit map, full, confirm. There we go. Look at me go! I remember this time, huh? Pretty good. Alright. Oh, Komisarov has overtaken. We have overtaken before the race starts. So, yeah. So yeah, sorry about that. And we see the drivers bunching up now, going into double file to get ready for the race start. We're gonna go into the helicam. You can see all the variety in the liveries. Well, the one very big recurring theme is the amount of blue you can see in all of the cars. The and that Sprite livery. I know it's controversial, but I love it. Love Sprite. Really mixed pace on that grid. Yeah, I mean, except for the pole sitter. The pole sitter is just gone. Vasiliev. Last race, he wasn't able to win. He made a qualifying blunder. No, sorry, not a qualifying blunder, but a strategy blunder. Let's see if today Vasiliev will be able to make correct his mistakes from last time. As we get ready to start the race, Vasiliev on pole, Komisarov in second, the two title rivals. Komisarov gets a better start than Vasiliev. He will have the advantage heading into turn 1, and it's a corner that he can go very wide in. Vasiliev, though, does a little bit of a dive, will not make it cheap as they touch. The two title rivals touch. Vasiliev has pushed Komisarov out of the track, and Dean Solomon will see that, and he'll say thank you very much. Gets the position. Now, Komisarov has one big job to do, and that is to overtake Dean Solomon. They almost touched there. He's now vulnerable to Baffa, who sees the opportunity, and he will try to get the inside into the chicane. The McLaren is very fast on the straights, so he gets him. Bonnie Charles almost has a look down the inside, so we just saw here the guy in P2 get filtered down all the way down into P4. So right now, Vasiliev leads Solomon and then Baffa for the top 3. Komisarov got filtered out of the podium there. Very bad start for him. I don't know who's at fault there. I'm sure the stewards will take a look. Tomas has made a mistake on this opening lap, and I need the it's not giving me the delta. I think it's gonna give me that next lap. Anyways, let's have a look down the grid. Perez has maintained his position, but C- is actually right behind him now. So now before he had the padding of Bonnery Charles, now he doesn't. So that's gonna, you know, be worrying for Perez, who has now managed to successfully start from pole after getting pole in silver. Last race he didn't, so it's good that he did this race. With that being said, we see the end of lap 1. Vasiliev maintains his P1. Don't know the terms of the legality of that. I'm not the one who's gonna be the judge of that. But yeah, make of that what you will. I don't know if that was what. Yeah, no, I don't think so. He definitely named the grade after himself. Huh? How do I change? Oh, relative. That's how. View relative. Yeah, show me the relative. Come on. Where's the relative? It's showing me the lap time, not the relative. Do I need to make it bigger? Perhaps? Oh yeah, there it is. No, I'm talking about the ACC Race Control app. Now I can see all of the gaps and fuzz. We can see the battles that are going on. Speaking of battles, we just spoke about C- and Perez. Well, two red Italian cars fighting it out. Now I figured it out. I just need to make the window a little bit bigger. Anyways, C- on the slipstream off the Lamborghini of Perez, trying to take the lead for silver here. Wasn't able to do much really. Let's see though, because that Ferrari is not particularly strong on the exits. It's really much more of a corner entry car and such. It's definitely not the best entry or high-speed car because of that massive turbo lag. You guys will not believe how big the turbo lag is in that car, really. As we see Dean Solomon being threatened a little bit by Baffa here. The McLaren is... Oh, Dean Solomon makes a mistake, spins! Solomon goes round into the barriers. So he is out of the podium into the wall. Will he resave jointly? Yes, he does. Okay, that's good. Good rejoin there by Dean Solomon in the McLaren, and that puts Bonnie Charles up into an unexpected P3. I don't know about you guys, but I wasn't expecting to see the African Stick today on the podium. Which, by the way, not complaining. I like the guy, so it's cool to see him up there, definitely. And oh, yellow flags Yellow flags with Chris Rise. Oh, I think we have a big crash. Big crash. Pile up. We're gonna rewind here by 30 seconds just to see what happened. So we see Kenan going for a move. I'm completely lost. Oh my god, the crash started way before, and they collect Chris Rise. So the crash has started way before. It started with Solomon and Chris. Solomon and Chris started this crash. We'll take a look at it after the race as we go back in time to the present day. The race has flipped on its head. Car number 57, Bliff in the wall as well. Stopped car. Will he resafe jointly? I did not say that. Did I say that? I didn't mean to say resafe jointly. Jesus Christ. Anyways. Oh my god, what a mess. Okay. I just got completely lost by that. That was a big one. That was a big one. And now the field is completely spread, which is not particularly good for entertainment. But Solomon, with the damaged Audi, has gotten himself back up to P6, and he is on. No, I didn't say that. You're tripping, Richard. You're definitely tripping. As you see, Dean Solomon here trying to go for a move on Vilgalis. We saw this guy fight wheel to wheel before. Solomon does a late move and he makes it stick, but that was almost very bad. That was almost very bad. Good job on both drivers on making it work. I can't wait till you watch it back. I bet you can, so I can prove you wrong. Anyway, sorry, I'm eating Kit Kat. I will entertain you guys with Kit Kat. It's very tasty chocolate, I must say. Oh, whoa. I took a bigger bite than what I actually wanted to. I just realized Komisarov is in P13. So as he collected, I want to look at this. There's not a lot of racing going on. We will take a look at what happened to Komisarov because the championship leader, has taken a pit stop. Was that decided by you or Dean? I believe that. So Komisarov took the smart strategy. He might have listened to my plan, or he might have planned it out himself. He knows that, you know, if you get stuck in traffic, just take your pit stop. It works better for you. Anyone wanna hop on comms and hang out with me? That would be great for me. Chris, Richard, if you guys are free, I'd love to do comms with you guys. Not a lot going on right now, so would be great to keep the entertainment values up. For now though, we'll monitor Bonnery when in the Porsche in P3 now. I bet he's very excited with that. I bet he will be fighting. I'm sorry about that. Children at home, you know how it is. He will be fighting later down the road Komisarov, or he might not fight him at all actually. Depends on when he takes his pit stop. But he's gonna have to push hard if he wants to keep the podium here. Which, to be fair, he is very close to Buffa. So, I mean, if he overtakes Buffa, that's not a problem. As you see, Tomas going for the move here on Dunn. Not much Dunn can do here. I think this is a Dunn move on Dunn. Yeah, has he done the move and done? Yes, he did. He has done the move and done. So Tomas gets up a place, overtakes Dunn. So that's a done move. And we see the other done here, Terry Dunn. It looks like he hasn't done his move yet, Terry Dunn. But he's looking to get that move done. Terry Dunn in the McLaren. So this is going to be interesting to see what Dunn can do about this. I'll stop with the Dunn punch, sorry. This is the closest that Boney has been to Buff in a while, and the McLaren, the silver McLaren of Zappi, has caught up. Perez has got involved in a crash, so he lost all the positions. Which sucks for him because he was doing pretty good. Again, the races are just not going in the way of Perez. Anyways, we see Boney and Buff fighting it out while Vasilva is freaking off. So that's interesting. And at this point, if I'm Vasilov, I'm just switching off, you know. This is the fight that matters right here, though. This is the fight for P2 between P2, P3, and P4. And we'll see who's going to prevail. But it looks like Boney has had a little bit of a poor exit, which is troubling because he is in a Porsche and the car behind is a very, very, very fast McLaren. As I've learned recently, the McLaren is a very fast car on the straights. As you can see, Boney has to go defensive. Gonna have to brake a little bit later. The Porsche is better on the brakes than the McLaren, I feel like. And he proves my theory by braking just a little bit later and keeping the position. Keep in mind, this is not an actual fight for the podium because Zappi is a silver driver, which means their positions are not like related. This is a fight for P3 overall, yes. Not a fight for the podium exactly, because if Boney gets overtaken by Zappi, he will not actually lose P3. He will still be P3 in his class. So he still gets points for P3. But I mean, that's not to say that Zappi isn't doing wonders because he's, you know, pulling away from all the cars behind. Talk about pulling away from all the cars behind. We have Vasilev just having a casual Sunday drive, really. Right now, he's dominating this stuff. Not to say other mean words, but he does need to watch himself because this man right here, Komisarov, how is his pace? 46, while Vasilev has done a 48 last lap. So you better watch himself because this man will be pushing hard to make up for the poor start. Anyways, Boney in the slipstream off the McLaren. In the slipstream off the McLaren, and you can hear how much of a screamer the Porsche actually is. You know, the McLaren's like, and the Porsche's like, ah! I'm sorry for destroying your guys' ears with that one. But oh, what happened? What happened? A little bit of an overreaction there, maybe by Boney. I don't know, I'm not the right person to judge, but it looks like an overreaction. Interesting, huh? Well, we'll definitely not find out what would happen, actually. I'm not going to go back in the replay to find out. As we see car number 93 done. It's looking like his race might be done here. Is it done? No, his race isn't done. Dunn's race is still not done, so good job, Dunn, for not letting a race be done. Talk about the other Dunn, though, Terry Dunn. So one of them is called Barry, and the other is Terry. It sounds like you guys are like Team Rocket or something. No offense to the Dunn family. I'm sure they're a lovely bunch. Anyways, as I was saying, Dunn is trying to get a move done in Nightshade here in the Porsche number 77, and that's pretty much all that's happening right now. This fight for not even positioned, because one of them is silver, the other one is pro, so their positions don't really matter. This is the fight for P1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this is not a fight. Never mind. Yeah, right. I just said that this is not a fight. Therefore, this is not a fight. Tell you what, though, after his overreaction, Boney is trying to catch up again to the McLaren of Zappi, which he will have to pass if he wants to catch the McLaren of Baffa. Once again, a lot of McLarens in the field. We lost the S than we had before, which sucks a little bit. Oh! A little bit of late braking by Boney, and Dunn has done a mistake and has gone. Okay, I gotta stop with the Dunn jokes. I cannot help it, guys. It's just my nature. Nightshade goes wide, loses the position to Dunn, the other one. So that's a Dunn move by Dunn, who will have to defend by Komisarov, who is trying to fight his way through the field now. He's catching a few cars, and that's not going to be very helpful for him. His pace last lap was a 46.3. Vasilov's pace last lap was a 45.6. So Vasilov is just in a different league right now. Nothing we can do there. 47s by Buffa. Vasilov this lap, 46.9. Okay, so it's not all done for Komisarov, who does get to move done in Perez. I don't think he fought that one too much, and frankly, he doesn't have to. He's a silver driver, so they're not in the same race, like, per se. Of course, they're in the same race, but they're not in the same championship, you know? So their positions don't matter, like, to each other. I think I already made that plenty of clear to you guys. And, yeah. Let's take a look at this fight here. These guys are quite close, just not really close enough to do anything, and yeah, I think it's gonna stay that way for a little bit, or maybe not, as we see the purple McLaren of Zappi close up into Baffa, and I think he's trying to make a point here, maybe saying like, hey, I shouldn't be silver, I should be in pro, or something like that. I don't know, man. Not a lot going on, really. This is a fight. Is a pseudo fight. It's definitely a pseudo fight. Because, like I said, this guy is a silver, and this other guy, the silver McLaren, or the 448 McLaren, the McLaren that's ahead, is a pro. So, you know, doesn't matter. I think it's gonna get a little bit more interesting when the pit stop starts, just seeing how Komisarov is gonna fare out after taking that early stop. But Vasilov is pacing 45.9. Komisarov is has paced 46.8. Let's see what his lap time is at the end of this lap, though. And he will want to clear out Dunn as quickly as he can. I think this is Terry Dunn, and the other one is Barry Dunn. Speaking of Barry Dunn, it looks like his race is done. Did he RTG, or is he taking a pit stop? I think Barry Dunn's race is just done. Anyways, Komisarov in the Rook Racing Porsche, gaining on the McLaren of Terry Dunn. This is, well, for position, yes, but one of them has taken a pit stop, the other one hasn't, so not really much of a point fighting this one out, but Dunn still will. Oh, side by side, McLaren goes a little bit wide, but now the Porsche has the wide line, and it's going to be a run down to the braking zone. It's going to be about who brakes the latest. Keep in mind, though, the McLaren is the better car on the straights, but it looks like Komisarov is on a low downforce setup, hasn't made it stick. That's going to be a little bit costly for the man who started in P2 if he wants to threaten Vasilov in P1. This is not the way. Of course, nothing he can do there, considering, you know, the position he's in. And Dunn has done a very good job in keeping that position. I'm sure the Dunn family hates me at this point. I am not sorry. I am absolutely not sorry. As we see here, the two McLarens of Buff and Zappi still being close, but not quite close to do anything. Speaking of close to do anything, we're at that point of Komisarov in the Porsche, trying to threaten a move, not really anywhere to go there. You'll have to rely on a mistake, or just alternative lines to make the move work here. Normally the next overtaking spot he gets is down into turn 1, but that doesn't really matter, as Dunn tries to push Komisarov just a little bit out wide. Didn't really do anything, but Perez will see this and he'll say, can't wait to get involved. Not really a fight for position, but I'm sure that doesn't matter if he's in the cockpit off the Lambo. I know I would go for it, and it looks like Perez is going for it as well. Komisarov not close enough in his slipstream though to make anything work, but he breaks a little bit late, tries to make the move work, doesn't make it quite stick. Dunn goes a bit wide. He'll have to give space to Komisarov in the Porsche, who looks like he has a move done. Can the McLaren do anything? He tucks into the slipstream off the Porsche. Let's see here. You see the McLaren all over the rear of the Porsche. Komisarov goes defensive on the inside. The McLaren off Dunn breaks just a little bit later, but doesn't make it work. Komisarov gets the move done in the McLaren up into P8 now, and he continues his climb. You'll see him gain a lot of positions when the cars start pitting, but of course we have not reached that point yet, so you know, make sure you stick around for that whenever that is, probably in some 30 minutes. Yeah, we see here the Perez, after getting involved in that crash. I don't know what happened in the crash. I don't know whose fault is it, but yeah, someone got involved in some crash of sorts. We know that much. Probably, you know, one of your racing things that happened during racing. We'll just watch these two guys, see how this fight turns out. And yeah, we'll just, you know, just watch the fight. Oh, hang on, Solomon is catching up to Nightshade. That back road Audi is a beautiful livery as he does a late move down the inside. Nightshade saw it coming. Oh! Nightshade got a little bit lost. I realize now this is a blue flag actually move. So quite a big send there from Solomon on Nightshade, the blue flag. Nice move though. It looked pretty. Looked pretty. Maybe not very clean, but very pretty. Definitely very pretty. And yeah, nothing going on so far. I'm gonna monitor the closest gaps and yeah, just keep switching, but I don't know, and not much to see, not much to talk about. I don't know much of the track, unlike Silverstone, so I can't really give that much insight. And I try not to, you know, talk out of my own poo-poo hole, preferably. So yeah. Oh, yellow flag. No, not yellow flag. Just Tomas slowing down to do his pit stop. Apologies for the noise, as I do have a child in the room now. Not my child, but it is a child. And that's definitely one of the childs of all time. One of the children of all time. Is it just me or has Boney started catching back up again? I'm not sure. Anyways. The what? I don't know. I don't know the what. Oh, primeiro ele. Sorry about that. I got very distracted there by the child. Like I said, definitely one of the children of all time. As we see, oh, hit on 187. Oh, it's just Nightshade being blue flagged by Vogelis now. Tobias and too low for Y Masters McLaren now. He was in a different livery last week because we had a livery for him. This week we don't. Which, by the way, I'll say it again. I did hit sync. So drivers, make sure you upload your liveries properly. With that being said, yeah, not really a lot going on. Ooh. Oh, okay. We saw some side-by-side action there. Actually, Baffa has overtaken Zappy there. He's going to try to get him back, though. Down the inside, they almost made contact there. Oh, I think there's a little bit of contact. Good job on the two of them, though, holding it. That was a close fight right there. I'm glad I saw it when I did. That was almost very bad. But good job on the two of them for making it work. Talk about making it work. Komisarov still trying to make that strategy work from pitting early as we reach the halfway point of the race. And Zappy and Baffa still fighting it out for P2, but not really, because Baffa is still P2 here. Of course, he doesn't want to see that car in front of him, though. He's going to try to get him back, of course. And let's see how this is going to kick off. Or maybe it has already kicked off. Well, let's watch Vasiliev lapping a car. That's the McLaren of Tamaz. Is it? Yeah, that is the McLaren of Tamaz. I recognized it. Yay. Bonnery will be seeing that, and oh yeah, we don't know if he can match his pace. But Komisarov is pacing at 46 for last lap. Vasiliev 46 for last lap, so they're matching each other right now. Nothing going on in that front. And he is more than a pit stop ahead, I'm fairly certain. So nothing going on there. Yeah. Oh, Nightshade has gone round. Hasn't taken anyone with him, so that's good. Good on him. Good job, Nightshade, for, you know, keeping it, you know, clean. And yeah. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Contact heading into the pits. What happened there? Whoa, let's look at that on the replay. We go back 15 seconds here. Zappy was just so slow, and then Bonnery just piles on them. The stewards are definitely gonna have a look at that. That's a bit weird. Haven't seen anything like that in a while. Bit weird there. And yeah, they're all in. That's gonna be interesting to whoever was previously in P4. Komisarov, as you can see now with these guys pitting, has filtered up to P3 now. Hasn't updated in the standings, but I promise you guys I'm not lying, he is P3. And yeah, it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Vasilev in the 46.8 ballpark. Komisarov 46.6. Could we see this race get flipped on its head when Vasilev comes into the pits? It looks like he has a little bit of damage in the front of that car. Done. We now understand why he was going so slow. I think he got a stop go 30 for speeding in the pits, or maybe he was punted into the pits at a great speed. I don't know. We're gonna have to see what the stewards do about it, but I guarantee you he's not gonna be happy. And speaking of not happy, Zappy, also one of the drivers who got involved in that crash. And we see here Vasilev has caught up to him, and he is blue flagging him now. And Zappy, okay, Zappy has made it easy. Yeah? Zappy has made it relatively easy for him. So everyone is a bit more dispersed now. Should get better when we head up to, you know, when we get into the thick of the pit stops. Well, to be fair, I say the thick of the pit stops, but we only have 4 pit stops to go. 4 people who are yet to pit. And those are your leader, Vasilev, Dean Solomon, who I bet he'll want to leave it as late as he can in the back row GT car. And Terry Dunn, who is a yellow flag, he has stopped the car on track. Well, not on track, but you know what I mean. He has stopped the car. Might be a retirement here. Hasn't gone moving yet. Will he get moving? The McLaren stopped right on the outside of the corner. He has returned to the garage. So Terry Dunn has retired from this race, unfortunately. So let's watch Komisarov go around. I think he's the only person who can possibly save this race. I'll say this race. That's a bit mean, isn't it? I'm sorry. I don't mean saving it, but you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. You know, just spicing things up, you know? I think he's currently the only one who can do that. We see the 88. No, the number 80, never mind. That's just Dunn, who has retired his car. And car number 124 here, Komisarov, 15 seconds behind Dean Solomon, number 59, who is a lot of seconds behind Vasilev. So, yeah, Vasilev right now, as it stands, can comfortably come into the pits and come out ahead. I mean, comfortably, like no worries at all. And yeah. Not really much else to commentate on. Buffa has received a 10-second penalty. Don't ask me what for. I do not know. Hang on, let me see if I can open the chat here. The pigs are fed and ready to fly. Okay. Yeah, man. I guess we just keep monitoring Komisarov's progress. 46.9 for him this lap, or last lap. Vasilev, 46.2. So it's kind of a seesaw a little bit, but it's definitely gone in the way of Vasilev, which, you know, naturally he's been faster. And unless he does anything silly like taking tires, which it doesn't look like he will this time, he should be well ahead. Matter of fact, he might even have enough of a lead to justify taking tires this time. The lead does look just, you know, that big. Komisarov will get close, definitely, but the lead is just too big this time. It's way too big. Look, Komisarov, sorry, Vasilev isn't already in sector 2. Komisarov hasn't even finished the lap yet. So I think there's enough time for one tire change in there. Don't quote me on that one, because I'm quite unsure. Though this is not like hard proven math. This is just me guessing. I'm not sure Komisarov, or sorry, Vasilev will want to replicate what happened last time though. Yeah, there's a sector and a bit between these two right now. That's gonna be what, 40 seconds, something like that. 40, 50 seconds. The pit stop here must be what, 20? So I don't know. These are just guesstimates, guys. I don't know anything. Yeah, not much to talk about here, huh? Just watching along as we see Bonwy Charles get a 5-second penalty. And your leader Vasilev is still going round and round and round. Lap time from Komisarov is a 46.6, pretty sure. And from Vasilev 46.2, so yeah. Like I said, he's faster. We just watch on. Just stumbled upon this. I know what sim racing is, but what are we driving in regards of race type, duration, and car limits? That's a great question. Just another crybaby. I will put it actually on the leader. We are doing a sprint race. It's a race that lasts 1 hour. There is one mandated pit stop for 1 liter of fuel only. Tires are completely optional. And we are racing GT3s. This is the simulator Assetto Corsa Competizione. And Yeah. Any questions you have, I'll tell you about it. But that's a great question. Usually these cars, they have enough fuel for 75 minutes. It really depends on the car. But of course, in this race, it's only 1 hour, so you're gonna carry a lot less fuel than you normally would in, say, in an endurance race, which is a very common type of race in these GT3 cars. And this is your leader right now, Ruslan Vasilev, in the number 91 Lamborghini. He has been dominating this race, but if you look on the number box right there where it says XP1, there's right next to it there's like a number 91, and then right next to it there's a number 1. The number 1 means he's yet to serve his pit stop, you know, his 1 liter fuel pit stop. And like I said, if he wants to, he has the option to take tires. I don't think he will, but yeah, we're doing a sprint race, 1 hour race, and the car is a GT3. On Tuesdays, though, we have or is it Wednesdays? I think Wednesdays. We have the mixed field GT4, GT3 class races. And yeah, and Richard has given you a little bit more detail there. Thank you, Richard. As we see here, Kumisarov in the Porsche, just cruising nicely. I think right now he will be content with getting P2, which I'm pretty sure will make them even in the championship. That is true. If you wish to join the league, the links are down below, and in the chat, as Richard has just posted, all the information you need are going to be in the description, and well, in the link also that Richard just posted. Or just ignore the link, never mind. Zappi has been keeping up with Kumisarov rather nicely. Thanks a lot for clarifying. Why are you expecting that there won't be a tire change? Fast rubber is usually better, no? Or just because of timing? Yeah, just because of timing, really. There isn't enough time in this 1 hour to justify the tire change unless you're very fast or unless the tire wear is massive. So this track, Watkins Glen, I don't know if you're familiar with Watkins, but the tire wear is a lot less here than the race we had last week. The race from last week was Silverstone, and Silverstone is a track that's much harsher on the tires, so it's a track that makes a little bit more sense to take a tire swap. But yeah, because the pit stop is so short, right? Crybaby. Basically, the pit stop, if you take only fuel, it's gonna last like 2-3 seconds. Yeah, like I said, and he said, and the tire change will take 30 seconds. So there you go. Richard said the perfect answer there. As we see a yellow flag by Dunn, who puts it in the wall in the BMW, and he has resaved jointly, luckily, so that's really good. And good job on him for not, you know, causing any crashes or anything. But great answer there by Richard. I appreciate that, Richard. And though that could have been very ugly with Dunn, like the leaders catching up to Dunn there. He's driving very slowly. I think he's gonna limp back to the pits. And Barry Dunn's race might be done a little bit here. We don't know. His brother has retired. Well, I'm presuming a brother. No way I said it again. Frick's sake. There is no way I said it again. It's all about timing and strategy. Plus, these tires should be okay on most of the tracks for up to 90 minutes for experienced racers. Exactly. Richard is the pro. There is no way I said it again. I don't believe you. I don't believe I said it in the first time. I don't believe it. I said it in the second time. There's no way. I said rejoin safely. And bro, you guys are gaslighting me straight up. Straight up. Yeah. Talk about strategies. As you can see, Vasilev and Solomon are probably both going to leave it to very, 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 very late to have that pit stop happen. Which, like I said, that's completely expected. Also, completely unrelated, my arms hurt a lot, guys. I was at the gym. Not the gym. No, I was not at a drink. Bro, just this replay later. I will not replay this. I do not wish to replay this. I know what I have said, and I know that I am right. And yeah, we're zooming, we're vroom in here, definitely. We are vrooming in the rooms. No battles going on track right now, so let's just watch the leader for his inevitable pit stop, unless he wants to get a penalty. Tell me about hurting arms. Got no power steering in my car and just have to drive serpentines today. Oof. Good luck, crybaby. Well, not good luck because you survived. You said you had to drive, so you've already done it. But damn, what is your car, if you don't mind me asking? Just out of curiosity. Was it a fun drive? Tell us about your drive. He is on that good shit, I think. I am on nothing. I am on water alone. You do not frick. You do not want to see me on some shit. I'll tell you that much. Definitely not. '90s have an Audi A3, just a plain old beater. Hey, not too shabby though. That's a car I'd like having. Wouldn't mind owning one of those, tell you that much. I actually love the A3, dude. Like, especially the older ones, like late '90s, early 2000s. I like that generation of Audi in general, not just the A3s. To be fair, I like those Audis. I bet it must have been fun. You know, just messing around with the car. Usually I would leave it PS, but it died 5 months ago. Would have PS. It would have PS. It would have PS. What does that mean? Oh, I see. Yeah. I live in a coastal town, so I definitely get it. Oh yeah, okay. Makes sense. Right, I don't know why I didn't notice. Damn, that sucks. And now we wait for the leader and, well, Dean Solomon in P2 to pit. My prediction is that Dean Solomon is going to come out in well, P3 behind Komisarov, who is only 4 seconds now. Oh no, that's Boney, my bad. Where is Komisarov? Who is only 4 seconds behind him. So he'll definitely come out behind. Komisarov has made the strategy work. Number 77, Nightshade, has gone for a spinner. And he has rejoined safely. Better Slum, you flipped? You're, oh, Nightshade spinning. Car number 80 coming up very quickly. Okay. Keeps it safe. That was almost very bad. Better slow him quite into rallying, so I flipped my 99 Citroen Xara onto its roof. Jesus Christ. Bro, I said it right every time. Oh my god. I swear to god, if you guys keep giving me crap about race safety only. Oh, Vasilev is in the pits. Your race leader has come in. Pay attention to car number 124. I don't think he's close enough to make anything work here, but you oughta pay close attention to see where he's gonna wind up. And Nightshade has not gotten in the way. And I ask you this, Crybaby, have you seen the WRC trailer? Anyways, Vasilev has stopped, car is dropped, and he is moving. Pit limiter going off in 1, 2, 3 now, and he's up to racing speed again. Just like that, as I said. Vasilev, or sorry, Komisarov not close enough to make anything work. Anyways, car number 77, Nightshade, now coming in to probably fix that car up because he crashed a whole lot. Dunn comes in as well. He was stopped for a while. I think he came back just to serve his stop and go 30 so that he doesn't get a penalty on the next race. So that's quite smart by him. And yeah, this is pretty much how the race is gonna end. Perez is doing his stop now. Will he lose any positions? The closest car for position against Perez is car number 187. So this might be a little bit of a close one. Not sure. Depends on what Perez does to that little Lambo. He's still stopped. Still stopped. Still stopped. Still stopped. Still stopped. Car dropped. Engine on. He's moving. Car number 187 coming up close now, though. Oh yeah, there he is. There he was. That was for position. That is for position. So car number 87, Vogelis, has overtaken Perez for position. Can Perez get him back in the final 3 minutes of the race? This is for the lead off Silver. So this is a fight for the win. Haven't seen the trailer yet, but I checked for tickets today. 100 years ago and have a great weekend sounds lovely. Oh, I was talking about the game. But yeah. Also, 100 euros for a rally. No, it doesn't sound half bad, does it? If I had opportunity to go watch, I would, definitely. There's no WRC in my country, so... Or no race in my country. Anyways. Gap between these two. Oh, it's a three-way fight, actually. So we have Zappi, who is 0.6 behind. We have Perez, who is 1.4 seconds behind. So it's a three-way fight for the lead. Zappi and Perez both are former leaders here in Silver. But now Vogelis has taken the lead, and he will be excited for... Well, looking forward to crossing the line in first. We don't have many racing laps here left, as we see Zappi just closing the gap to Perez, who makes a small mistake there, loses the rear, and Vogelis is just pulling away. So Perez, in virtue of a longer pit stop, maybe a poor pit stop, or maybe he short-fueled the car, has now lost the lead. And yeah, it's unfortunate for him. You know, he put it on pole. He had enough pace, but he had that one unfortunate crash. We don't know what happened in the crash, but he did have that one crash earlier in the race. And now we have probably 2 laps left, so we're in the dying stages of this race. And Zappi looking to maybe making a move there. Doesn't make it quite work. Perez goes wide, using all of the track. His tires look quite worn, as we saw from that slide earlier. You go on the TV cam here. We see your Silver leader there, and then the 2 cars in P2 and P3. So this is really a fight for the win. It'll depend on how much Vogelis can keep it together, though. His best lap was a 46.8. Perez's best lap was a 46.8. And Zappi's best lap was a 46.0. So he is the fastest car out of the bunch here. But he has 2 cars to pass if he wants to have a shot at winning. Zappi has led the class. And yeah, these guys will be definitely looking into catching up to Vogelis. Which, to be fair, they are. Vogelis goes a little bit on the grass there. That has affected. The gap is now down to 1 second. As we are about to head into the final lap, we see the 3 cars. So this is a 3-way fight for the win. The gap now down to less than a second, 0.6 seconds, splitting P1 and P2 in class, and 1.2 seconds splitting all 3 cars. So there really isn't a lot here, though, but they're running out of time. If Perez and Zappi want to do anything, the Time is coming soon. Normally, like I said before, the best overtaking spot is going to be down into turn 1. Vilgelis has a poor exit. Perez sees that. He'll be rubbing his hands. He knows he's running out of time, and he sees that the car in front is desperate. So he needs to make the best out of it. And, yeah, Perez just on the slipstream of the McLaren. We see Vilgelis. Look at how close that Lambo is. He is within slipstream range. Will we see anything happen, though? Perez gains a lot under braking. I heard the tires screeching on that McLaren a little bit. As we see them run up the hill for the final time this race. We will see the Lamborghini of Vasiliev win the race, but I will not take the camera off of this fight, because this is a fight for the win in silver on the final lap. As they approach the chicane, let's see if Vilgelis will keep it together. This is a place where you can lose or gain a lot of time, and I'm sure these guys will be pushing with everything they have.
Has finished the race.
There is all to play for here in the final 2 sectors of the lap. We're getting into the more technical sections. Perez looks like he couldn't quite keep it together. Vilgelis is pulling off now, as Zappi goes for a move around the outside of Perez. Perez shows him the long way around as he spins and puts it in the wall. Perez in the wall loses P2, and he looks like he will be able to maintain P3. Yes, he will. He's quite clear. And Zappi as well now has a big gap to Vilgelis. So all Vilgelis has to do to win this race in silver here is just to keep it together. So Vilgelis, he had a few mistakes last race. Wasn't able to win, I don't think. I'm not sure. I don't really remember. But a little bit of a nail-biter finish here for the silvers, as Zappi has gained a lot in this sector, to be precise, 5/10, but it does not look like he's close enough. So all he has to do now is keep it together, and Vilgelis should have the win. But Zappi is quite close now. Vilgelis is going quite slow. Was that him playing it safe? Yes, it was. It doesn't matter now, because Vilgelis goes across the line to take the win off race 2 in silver. Zappi P2 and Perez P3. For your normal finishes, we have Vasiliev in P1, Komisarov in P2. So the championship has swung in his favor now. We have Boni in P3. Good job to him. He started like P8, so he climbed quite a few places up. And that's your race for Europe. So quite a cool finish there. It was a bit lukewarm in the middle, but things have ramped up quite quickly, and yeah, that was a pretty cool finish. Maybe not as many position changes as I would have wanted to see, but beggars can be choosers, and yeah. Well done, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and thank you for all the drivers for showing up. But I believe this is it. This is Felipe Silveira signing off. I'll just play the ads here real quick, and I'll just give you guys some finishing thoughts. That race was pretty cool. I will see you guys again on Thursday, though, for the Americas race, which I will be commentating. Had to take some days off this week for some family stuff that happened, but nonetheless, I am back. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on Thursday and on Sunday again. And yeah, have a great week, guys, and a great rest of your Sunday. Great day, night, morning. And yeah, this is it. Bye-bye.